Hey, and welcome back. This is the final video in my 5-episode series, Chords That Go Together. So far, there was the unboxing video of this beautiful little instrument, which we'll talk about later. And then we talked about the key of A. And then we talked about the key of B flat. And we did the key of D. And now, today is all about the key of F. We've left out C because everyone knows the chords in C, and actually it's pretty much the same for G too, because that's another very popular key for the ukulele. So the 1 and the 4, the 5 and the 6 of G are G, C, D, and E minor. 1, 4, 5, 6. Today in F, we have F, G, A, B flat, C, D, and E. So there's only one flat in the key of F, and that is our B flat, which happens to be the 4 chord. Okay, so you've got the 1 chord, the 4 chord is B flat, the 5 chord is C, very good. The 6 chord is D minor, the saddest of all chords. What reference am I making there? Leave me a comment below. That could be your comment. It'll help you win this ukulele. So that's what I'm doing. I've done a little series, and it's to teach you first and foremost, but to keep you hooked. I'm giving away this beautiful Kala solid spruce tenor traveler ukulele. And how good does it sound? I mean, I've just unboxed it, and I've made all these videos in a row, and it's holding its tune really well. I've had to tune a couple of times, and that's straight out of the box. It's a good sounding uke, light as a feather, wonderful to play. It's just so comfortable. Look at that. What can I play for you? That was terrible. That sounds heaps better on a low G. Anyway, that was just to give you a taste of how sweet this ukulele is. Okay, so you should know by now what a 12-bar blues is and the form of the 12-bar blues. In case you don't, go and watch those other videos, but here's a quick recap. The 1 chord for 4 bars, F. The 4 chord, B flat, back to the 1, F. To the 5 chord, C. 4 chord, B flat, back to the 1, F. Finish on the C. To make it the pull even stronger, on the 5 chord you can turn it into a 7, a C7. Let's take a moment to feel that, okay? Here's the 1. Now I'm going to the 5. What about this? A 7 chord has much more pull. Doesn't it? It feels like it really wants to come home. So you can use these tools when you're writing a song. So today, instead of using a preordained chord progression, I'm just going to play a few chords and see where it goes. I'll start out on the 1 chord. I'm going to go to the 4 chord. The 5 chord, back to the 1, the 6 chord, to the 4th, 5, back to 1. Now that easily could be a song, and I just, because I know the chords will work together, you can do any combination. So let's try this time. I'm going to start with it. Can you do that? Can you start with the 6? That sounded cool. 6, 1, 5. After this one, I'm going to go to the 4 chord. You could go anywhere now. You could go back to the 1, or you could go to the 5 again. It feels like you want to resolve though, doesn't it? I'm just playing around here. But I know all these chords go together. Isn't that great? So once you learn these things, it makes songwriting much less hit and miss, because you just have little clues where to go. Now, the thing is about really good songs is they actually don't all live in the diatonic scale. They don't all have chords that belong to the scale. Like if you look at any great song, there's usually borrowed chords, and there's so many rules broken to create different moods and big dramatic changes, and sometimes the opposite of dramatic changes, sometimes very subtle but outside the key. Now, if this is the kind of thing that you're interested in, and I love it, I've actually made a 3-part course over at my Patreon page called An Introduction to Songwriting for Ukulele Players. And I think it's really good, but I actually only finished at number 3 because I was waiting for more people to show an interest. And it's only because I haven't put it out there. So if this is something you're interested in, check this out up here and down below in the description. I think it's really good, and it goes into a lot more detail about rhythm and melody. Check it out. Hey, thanks so much for being here. And again, don't forget, I've got a 10% discount if you use my link for anything Carla, anything on this site. That's up here and down there as well. It's been great hanging out with you all week. Let me know if you like this format of series and whether you'd like to see more. And if so, what would you like me to talk about? Thanks so much. Hooroo!